Hey y'all, how you perking? I hope you're perking good. So, all about space, SpaceX, Mars, secrets, what? Oh, we are gonna find out today. So, I am a licensed mental health clinician as well as a spiritual intuitive, and in these videos we do take a look at the tea with the tarot. These videos are always meant to be helpful, not hateful, so if you're down with that, join the family here. We'd love to have you. And look down below, subscribe if you haven't subscribed already. Make sure you're still subscribed if you think you are. This is what the notification bell should look like if you're going to get notified of my videos. But please check back. YouTube likes to drop the ball, man. This is the join button if you want to be a part of the Perk Squad. So hit the join button or the link in the description box below. Either way, and you can get 5 extra perks. You can get custom emojis that only you can use on this channel. You get to have a colorful badge by your name that tells you how long you've been a Perk Squad member. You get exclusive videos, exclusive posts, and video shout-outs like this one. Shout out to you, Tuesday Calder. I know that you have been a part of the Perk Squad for a long time, a part of the channel for even longer. You were a part of the channel before there was ever even a Perk Squad. So when we're talking about OGs, we're talking about Tuesday Calder. So thank you for being a part of this family, for being a part of the Perk Squad and a percolator. Big hugs to you and shout out to you, Tuesday Calder. Awesome, y'all. And old Peen Sweater here, trying to be all fresh and sassy. Penelope, look at you, girl. Matching mama again. Matchy matchy. Loving it. Loving it. I'll take that support. Hell yeah. Alrighty, y'all. Let's bring up the cards here and move this microphone right here. So we're going to move this. And we're just going to look into this. I know a lot's been going on with space exploration lately. I know that SpaceX has been doing some stuff lately. To be perfectly honest, I haven't really followed much of it myself. Not that it's not interesting, it's just that out of all the competing priorities in a day, that just doesn't end up on my list. So I haven't really followed any of it, but I'm just going to read what the cards have to say about what we're looking forward to in the future with all this space stuff. So this ought to be pretty interesting here. So let's see. The things I have written down on my handy dandy sticky notes here. Y'all know I love my sticky notes, I swear. I can't take myself anywhere. I have future of space travel, question mark. Future of future of Mars missions, question mark. And then anything that they're hiding. Is there anything people are hiding? Any secrets? Any tea we should know about here about the space exploration and travel and stuff. People are so concerned with everything going down here on Earth that we're like, what the hell's going on up there, you know? Gonna find out. So let's dig into this future of space travel. Let's see, what are we looking at here, spirit guides? What are we looking at here in terms of future of space travel? Okay, interesting way to start. This is the card that I get when it's talking about space or, God forbid, aliens. Then this card comes up for that a lot, so very interesting. Makes sense for us to see you here today. Thank you for showing up here, star card. Yeah, so let's see. Do I want any context on any of this? I want some context on him, because I want to know who he is. If we can know who he is. I'm like, because now it seems a little more obvious who he is. Okay, so well then who is she? Okay. Interesting. Okay, we're just going to go with what we have so far. Alrighty. So, in terms of future of exploration, space exploration, I was wondering who he is, but then when we get this Ace of Swords on top of it, to me, this feels like Elon Musk, because this sword, a lot of times is talking about somebody with a lot of intelligence and a lot of new ideas, really pushing forward with something. And for me, as it relates to this space stuff, he's the one that I feel like intuitively is coming up to me right now, coming up for me right now, that name. So I'm going to go with that would be him. It's interesting though that they put him in a reverse position here. So that makes me wonder, whenever I see people in reverse positions, a lot of times it's either talking about they're doing something that disadvantages them, or they're doing something that they know there's some not so great things about what they're doing, but they're pushing the envelope anyway. And what I'm getting here, interestingly, I feel like it's the latter, but I don't understand why. Oh, yeah, okay. I don't understand why. Boom, money. Okay, so, we know that he's already loaded, so I don't know if he's one of those people that's like, I'm already loaded, I feel good, that's all I need, I'm set, whatever, I'm just doing this for the love of doing this. Or if he's one of those people that's like, oh, I'm loaded with a lot of money and you can never have enough, so let's get more and let's do more and build my empire and expand. I don't know which type of person he is out of those two, if you can reduce someone to a category consisting of just two things. I don't know which he would lean towards, but the cards are making it seem like the reason why he would be coming up in that reverse position is a lot of his ideas and thoughts are driven by gains. So, what can I gain from this? Can I build an empire with this? Can I build some kind of fame or infamy? Can I make something of my name? Whatever. As I'm saying these things about him, let me remind you, this is all alleged and just my interpretation, okay? Every damn thing I say in these cards today is going to be all alleged and just my interpretation, okay? Yes. Okay? Good. Alrighty, now that we're on the same page, let's get into this. So, let's see. In terms of okay. I guess let's go ahead here. I wasn't going to keep going. I was going to, on this pile, I was going to keep going for the rest of them, but the cards had a different idea. So let's keep talking about Elon Musk for just a little bit longer since the cards have an idea. See, this is like, we've got some ideas and we got some things that we want to practice, and it's okay if practice makes perfect. It's okay if it takes a little while, but I am determined to make this happen. The Death card here, all about change and transformation, and it has that scorpionic type feel to it in terms of zodiac feel, which is sometimes talking about a very mysterious type of thing. So it's like there's more to him than we would realize. That whatever he has said or however he has presented himself in interviews is not everything, that he would have been holding back. And to be fair, a lot of us would hold back from public stuff, but I see here him holding back with some stuff. So there are some things that he would be thinking about or planning for, or ways about him in general that he's kind of keeping close to the vest. So it's very interesting to see those things. Very interesting. But in jumping ahead to some of these things in terms of talking about future of space or exploration in general, remember I wasn't even here meaning about his subsect of space exploration. I just meant in general. But with this Two of Pentacles here and the Knight of Swords, this is kind of feeling like if the governments won't step up and do things, and the countries won't step up and do things, then private business will step up and do things. It's that kind of like, we'll charge ahead, we'll do this, we'll take the lead. If y'all won't take the lead, we'll take the lead and make some sort of a business out of it. So there's some sort of a business idea. I guess it's in the works. I don't know if this is something that's publicly known already, or if this is something people have rumored about, but there's not anything set in stone to prove it yet. I don't know, but this is showing that there is, in some way, shape, or form, there are people out there that are wanting to turn space into a business. So it's like, okay, we've already turned the world into a damn business. Let's turn space into a damn business. I don't even know how you would do that. To be honest, I have no idea how you could do that. But I guess that's the point of continuing to get these swords, right? These bright ideas, because we had that sword there and then this one here. So I guess leave it up to the people with the bright ideas. They're the ones that would know how to make money and do business beyond the Earth. That's what we're looking at in terms of future of space stuff. So just saying, we do have the star card here, which is saying it will happen. This will happen. So I know a lot of times with tarot, things come up and it's like, it might happen, it might not happen. Potentials are able to shift, things like that. This is feeling pretty secure. This is feeling like the plans are pretty in place enough that at some point this is going to happen. That doesn't assure us that this will happen quick, but that it would happen. And when I'm getting this Queen of Wands upright, it's interesting. This is an internal conflict card, and this is someone who is, it makes me wonder, because with a Queen of Swords, does he have like a girlfriend or a wife or something? Is he like married or dating? I don't know anything, about this, but if he happens to have a girlfriend, a wife, a partner of sorts, there's some sort of internal conflict of sorts here on her end, and she's got, it's not that she's got different ideas, because it looks like she would be supportive and kind of go with what he wants to go, but it looks like there's something different about her that doesn't exactly line up with him. Like there's some sort of a mismatch, or if not mismatch, then unusual match. You know how like if you see a guy that's this certain kind of way, and then his girlfriend comes along and there's something about her that's different. You're like, how did y'all two end up together, or something like that? I don't know. There's some kind of a offset weirdness here. And if this isn't, like, if he doesn't have a wife or a girlfriend or something like that, then this could be some person in business that is very close to him, whether it's like a business partner or a colleague or somebody like that. It's whoever this is someone who is close to him. So it's interesting that comes up here. With the Nine of Cups in reverse, this is something like, okay, we're not necessarily going to get what we want out of this. So there's probably some plans that he seems to have in place that he's not going to be able to pull off exactly ideally in the way he wanted. Whether it's I have to push off the time frame, or I have to tweak the plans because now I have done some sort of calculations and the first plan isn't going to work, or whatever. So there's going to be something that's like a womp 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 moment for him in all of this. But it's interesting how this has come up in this way. And we're not even like super done digging into the future of space exploration. Like this so far has really just talked about him. So, and maybe that's all the guides want to share. Let's pull these up and ask a little bit more. See if there's anything more that's meant to come of this. So in terms of future of space exploration, anything else that we can know, need to know, allowed to know, etc. Guides and light team. Okay. Y'all saw me shuffle several times. Look at this. I cannot make this shit up. I cannot make this shit up. Okay. So, in terms of further space exploration ideas, yeah, there's this sense that that some entities can't get it together and go. Like, again, it's feeling like the whole, governments or public sectors of some reason, like, get your shit together. Why aren't you, charging forward quite in the same way? There's something that it's like they can't quite, because again, this Justice card is here. It's always got to be in balance. When it's in the reverse position, it's like we can't quite make that happen. I don't know if this is bureaucratic red tape. I mean, we do have red here. So I don't know if that's what it is, but there's something going along those lines. It's very interesting. Here we have a Sun card and a Star card. So we're talking very explicitly about space travel and elements in space, and boom, the Hermit card here, which is kind of a inward type of thing, pulling inward, keeping to ourselves some kind of way. So there's some kind of an energy of keeping to ourselves with this. I don't know what that's about, so let me pull just let me pull a card on this. And we get the government card. Yay! Governments, and it's in the reverse position. So this is institutions, governments, organizations. So maybe this is NASA or something. I don't know. But they're in the reverse position, which again either means you're at a disadvantage some kind of way, or you're doing some stuff you're not supposed to be doing. And technically, it might mean that a little bit of both is happening. It might not be a pick one. It might be a, hey, it's both. I don't know. Let's see. Made some decisions already about travel, and these are decisions that hurt our pride because this is something that costs too much, and we would have to ask for this, like, please sir, can I have some more? Charles Dickens, whatever. What is that? Dickens or Dickinson? Shit, you know what? I shouldn't be quoting things I don't know what the fuck they are. I used to know the name of this. What is that? The Oliver Twist. For fuck's sake. Like, why can't these things come to me when I need them to? I swear, y'all, I used to read. All alleged, just my interpretation. Yeah, so please sir, I want some more. That's what this card is looking like here. But then boom, we've got the sword cutting down. The sword always cuts through the bullshit. So there's something here that's weird about, like, again, red tape or decision making, funding, not having the resources some kind of a way. There's something missing here for others to be able to explore in the way that the private sector is able to. Somehow the private sector is gonna, like, it's like if they were at a race and, okay, here. I guess I gotta do it this way because the microphone's this way. It's like if they were racing and the U.S., well, I guess more than just the U.S., but governments and stuff like this had a head start, but they were going, and then the private sector is like, zoom, and it goes just faster and farther. So it doesn't matter if they had a head start. The private sector is just gonna zoom past them because they're gonna be able to find a way to support their interests more than what I'm seeing here. So a very interesting change in dynamic as it relates to space exploration is what I'm seeing here. So I don't know, interesting. But let's move on to Mars, because we've already been going for like close to 20 minutes here. Let's move on to Mars. So, future of Mars mission or missions. I don't know if any are planned currently, and I don't know if they are planned, if there is one planned or if there is multiple, if there are multiple Mars missions. I keep wanting to say Mars missions. Oh, because I'm saying mission. Mars mission. And Mars mission. Is that the Mars Mission theme song? Is that? That's like meme worthy, but I'm scared somebody's gonna make a meme out of that, and I'm gonna look even more moronic than I already do. Oh man, I don't need the help, y'all. I need the help, not that help. So, Mars. Future of Mars missions. What are we saying? Well, that's interesting. As I was pulling cards, that did. Oh, okay. Very interesting there. And again, what the hell? What is going on? Are all the cards going to come out this way right now? Like, Mars is doing some crazy things to the deck. What's with this Martian enemy? Oh my God. I said, what's with this Martian enemy? And I meant energy. I meant Martian energy. And it said Martian enemy. There's something going on here. Like, that's like, you know, one of those slips that's a slip and not really a slip. There's something going on here about Mars energy. Very interesting. And I'm an Aries. So my stuff, Mars is my ruling planet. And yet, just saying that this is just interesting. I don't know. I can't make this shit up. Okay. So, do I want any other cards right now? Not right now. No other context right now. Right meow. We have a damned if you do, damned if you don't situation going on right here. Something about, well, we can't move forward yet because XYZ, but we can't really hang back yet because XYZ. And so what do we do with that? So there's some sort of a stuckness here in terms of Mars exploration, I guess I should say. The Temperance card means there's timing for everything, and that we've already dipped our toes into the water there to test some sort of Mars exploration. I know at least one thing I do know, even if I don't follow this stuff, is I know we've already sent machines there to do things, you know, look around or whatever, take a peek, take pictures, shit like that. And so that's the sticking our toe in the water of it. But this is kind of like that there's some sort of timing involved in this. So there's silver linings to whatever it is that has kind of caught us from being able to get there when we want and do what we want when we get there, kind of thing. There's some silver linings to that. With this bottom row here, it's looking, it's interesting. We have these reversals, but sandwiched with this up right here as the Magician card. So it's interesting that when we're seeing these three together, this is kind of looking like, once again, we won't necessarily be able to do things in exactly the time or the way we would want to, because this is a weakness here with the Strength card in reverse. Not quite able to do things quite the way that we want to. Again, with that Queen of Wands, she's about that fire energy of pushing forward, but there's some sort of reservation there. There's some sort of holding back. So something here has been held back, whether it's delayed, whether it's stuck, whether it's we got to get a plan back together, we got to get some money back together, we got to get some other kind of resources back together, something. But the thing is, with the Magician card upright, again, it will happen, because the Magician always finds a way to be resourceful enough to get these resources together and make something of it. Do that alchemical co-created moment and make something of it. Poof. Abracadabra. Mars. Make it happen. It looks like this. I mean, it looks like it's gonna happen. I don't know. It looks like it is. And so that's cool. Let's find a little bit more about it. So eventually some more Mars exploration will happen. Let's find a little bit about it. Oh. Okay. Oop. Okay, this came out sideways. So upright or reverse, please. All right. Reverse. It never fails. Man, y'all have seen, okay? Seriously, y'all have seen all my readings. Do you notice the star card coming out every time we regroup, reshuffle, and repull? And that this every time comes back out? Or is this only happening when we're talking about space related stuff and this is a space type of card and so it just happens? Come on. Come on. Cannot make this shit up. We need a song for that too. Hell, we're gonna have so many songs. I don't remember half the songs. I don't remember any of the songs. So being honest, shit. Anywho, okay. Here we go. what do I need some context on? This. There you are again. Okay, so here's what's interesting. Several things actually, but let me just sit cross-legged and scoot myself up a little bit closer. Just get a little bit closer here to the mic. So 10 of Wands. It's going to take an awful lot of work. This is an awful lot of burden, but it's going to pay off. We're going to make it. This is, hey, again, can I have some of this money, sir? Can I have some? Can I have some, please? And the guy's like, yeah, here you go. Like he's feeding birds, but he's feeding people. I mean, or giving people money, but it looks like, here, I'll give some bird seed to you. So we got bird seed card over here. But yeah, it's like, again, there will be a way, there will be a means of delivering this to the people who need it. So again, it looks like a lot of extra work and a lot of extra burden and a lot of extra stuff on their shoulders, but it's gonna pay off. They're gonna get what it is they need, whatever kind of resources or whatnot that it is that they're lacking at the moment. They're gonna be able to build on that. What was interesting here is I saw this card here about some sort of relationship issue or something not seeing eye to eye or something being off, and here we do have this Queen of Swords card on it again. Remember earlier when we had her down here, it was talking about, it was some female that had some sort of connection, close connection with Elon Musk, and there was some kind of a, like, this doesn't add up, or it doesn't mix, or what's this, or it's not seeing eye to eye, or there's more to this than what meets the eye that we're aware of. Like, why are we getting some relationship drama up in this space stuff? I don't know. Is in some kind of way, is there relationship drama that makes an impact in this space stuff? Again, I don't know if this is like a girlfriend or a wife, or if this is a collegial, whatever, however you say that damn word, kind of relationship. I don't know. I don't know for sure, but it's very interesting that she keeps cropping back up in that way. Then over here, with the Knight of Wands in reverse, King of Swords upright, Star card upright. Again, this is like, we're going to be smart about it. We're going to be able to make it happen and go to space, but we can't rush this. This is not being able to hurry something, not being able to rush something. There's something holding this off, y'all. There's a stuckness. Don't know what it is. Something is holding it off, but it's going to work. It's going to work. We're eventually going to have more Mars missions. Mars mission. Here we go again. I hate myself sometimes. Mars missions. Can't do it. All right. What else, if anything else, Spirit guys, do we need to know about this Mars stuff? What can we be expecting in the future as it relates to Mars stuff? I hope this doesn't mean there will be people passing away trying to get there in person. I hope that is not what that means. That if the day comes that they want to send people there, that we would get a report, I'm sorry so-and-so didn't make it, or something like that. Like, I'm hoping that is not what that's for. But it is possible since it's there. But interesting, speaking of that, with sending people, here you have this person card, here you have another person card, and this emotional thing here in the reverse position, and this one being reversed as well. It does seem like there is going to be a plan to send people, and at least at first, something doesn't go well with it. Like, there's I don't know if it would be necessarily disastrous, don't know, but again, that it's like we can plan all we want, but something might come up and make an issue or something. So just throwing that out there, but it looks like there are like legitimate plans to put people on Mars. So now it's talking more about just like less about exploration in general and more about like actually putting people there. So let's just straight up ask, if at some point we will have, like, physically have people there on Mars like living, breathing people on Mars doing something, whether it's research or trying to live or, whatever. Let's just look into that and see if that looks like it's a possibility. Oh, snap. Interesting. I want a context card over there on you. It does look like they will somehow, and I don't even know how this works because I'm obviously not a space expert. I don't know how this works, but from what I'm seeing here, this is like, hey, it's not over. There are some travel plans to ferry people over there, but then this is like, once we get towards there, either are on the way or get there, then this is again, not what I was wanting out of it, not what I was hoping out of it. It's kind of giving me that feeling like, oh, I want to see if it's viable that we can find a way to live there. And then people give it a go and realize, not going to work right now. Kind of thing. Like, there's something, wasn't there a movie about that, like literally called The Martian, like earlier when I was saying Martian this and Martian that for Martian energy and I said enemy? Wasn't there actually a movie called The Martian? I think there was. If there was, has anybody seen it, and was it about anything like this? And if so, how did it go? Because I'm interested if this is like, if there's something about this that feels fortune telly about that, I don't know. There's something weird going on with this. Judgment card upright where it's saying like, we will... it's the judgment card. It's like, okay, judgment is upon you in this. You're gonna basically, long story short, and I'm just throwing it out there, if you're watching a tarot reading, then you must be open to hearing about some of this stuff. But this is kind of like the spirit realm saying there are certain things that we're okay with it happening, and then there are certain things that aren't necessarily on the right path, and so you will get as far as you are permitted to get, kind of a thing. And that if we face any stopped doors, that there might be a reason for that. Just as a hint kind of thing, that they're giving us here. And the Hermit is like, okay, living alone, trying to figure this out alone. And then again, we've got him over here in this reverse position. So there's something really interesting about this idea of trying to travel to Mars and like trying to stay there or live there kind of thing. It looks like it could be possible one day, because we have these cards, and I don't know that this feels anytime soon. I don't know, but it looks like it could be possible one day that maybe a small cluster of people find a way to kind of manage over there in a way that it's kind of like they're inhabiting or something. And that if you get a small cluster to have some form of success, that there could be plans to grow that cluster and expand. Because here again, it's like not a lot of people having to wait it out. Some not so great things happen, but it's not the end of the world either. Luck is not on our side, but we figure some stuff out. So interesting. It could be possible, like just for shigs, like, in our lifetimes kind of a thing. This is like don't push things to the extreme kind of signal here. So, slow and steady wins the race. We'll throw that out there, with this. Yeah, we'll throw that out there with this. Slow and steady wins the race. Don't try to do anything too fast, too hard, or it could backfire. It's kind of what this is looking like. So, interesting. I also wanted to look in if there's anything that they would be hiding or anything potentially secretive. We've already gotten technically we've already gotten a couple of pockets of things that feels kind of shady or secretive or not quite telling the whole truth, or I don't know, something around that we could look into, in which case I don't think, yeah, by my chart we haven't done a Perk Squad extended this week, so I could do a Perk Squad extended with that to find the extra stuff. We've already found some tidbits of things that look like it could come out later as some sort of exposed secrets or something, but we could see more of that. So for anybody who wants a private reading with me, description box below, follow the link to my website, BeasTalksAndTarot.com, schedule it yourself, would be good to go. Everything else that you need to know is in the description box or on my website. And so, yeah, let's dig just a little bit more into the idea of anything that is being, hidden or secretive as it relates to this space exploration stuff. And we'll do that over there on the Perk Squad. And yeah, we'll kind of just do that. So if anybody wants to see the extended, we'll do that. If you don't, no worries. We got the biggest chunk of it right here. So yeah, let's see. Percolators, don't be a stranger. Come back and see me, and I will talk at you later. And Perk Squad, stay tuned. I'm coming back at you. Love you, mean it. Love you, mean it. Bye, y'all.